Okay, what's up, people? This is Poppy, and this is episode 5 of the Dragon Quest Poppy podcast, baby. So, yeah, welcome. Welcome to the freaking episode, bros. Um, yeah, so basically, before I get into the main subject, which you already know what it is, but basically, I'll be talking about the best Dragon Quest spin-off games, in my opinion. But I just got back to Utah, where I live, from Houston. And that's why my last several videos, as of this recording, right? Like, for example, my live videos, you've been able to see those, my Let's Plays, in real time. But like the next several videos that are gonna be coming out, well, basically when this video comes out, those videos will also be coming out. But the setup was very different, because I was in an apartment for a week and a half, and that's where I was filming, several of my videos. I did a tier list video in the apartment. I did a anime review. I did a Dino the Book reaction. I'm pretty sure I did 2, actually. I did several videos while I was in that apartment. But one thing about being in that apartment is that I had to basically be a little more quiet than usual. So basically what I'm trying to say is I want to apologize for me having to be so reserved in that apartment, because I had a roommate, and I usually record pretty late, so obviously I didn't want to disturb it too much. Yeah. So anyway, getting that out of the way, let's get right into the freaking main topic. So first things first, full disclosure, I have not played all spin-off games for Dragon Quest, but I want to talk about my favorite ones, basically. So yeah. So basically, let's just get right freaking into it, bro. Honestly, I was kind of gonna go into this as like a top 3 sort of video, but I feel like I haven't played enough Dragon Quest spin-off games to be able to do a top 3 right now, to be honest. Because, for example, let me tell you what I haven't played, unfortunately. I haven't played, for example, Dragon Quest Builders 2. I know that one is probably the most popular. It's most likely the most popular spin-off game for Dragon Quest. Most likely. So yeah, but I haven't played that one. Right now I'm currently playing the first one, and I'm trying to beat the damn freaking Hades Condor in Rimuldir right now. Yeah, that guy, that freaking bird is a bastard, dude. It's just so annoying. Gosh dang it, dude. So basically, I'm trying to finish Dragon Quest Builders 1 before I start 2, and I'll probably stream 2. But anyways, yeah, or at least I'd like to. But besides that, I've played I'm playing the first one. I've played Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. I haven't beat 2, but I've played quite a bit of it. I'm still not done with the main story, but I'm getting there. Besides that, I've played Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 1. I've played a little bit of 2. I totally finished 1, though. 1 I definitely finished. I've played like a lot of the mobile games, which I don't know if they count as spin-off games, to be honest, but like Dragon Quest of the Stars was a good time, even though it's not available anymore. I'm sure you could, thinking about it, because the thing is, the game is still available in Japan, I'm pretty sure. But maybe you can still download it somehow. I wouldn't be surprised because there's people playing Dragon Quest Walk, for example, which I'm super jealous about. From here, that I know about. So yeah, it's possible. I'm assuming. Then there's also, excuse me, Dragon Quest Tact, and then there's also Dragon Quest Die, A Hero's Bond. And all of those, I don't know if Dragon Quest Die would be considered a spin-off game because that's its own thing. But it is Dragon Quest, though. I don't know. Maybe it would be considered a spin-off. Yeah, but basically out of all that, I've played the majority of the mobile games. And I've also played... I've played all the mobile games. Yeah, I've played all of them that are available in the U.S., or in the West. And then out of the mobile games, probably my favorite was Dragon Quest of the Stars. Unfortunately, I tried to download it again recently, like several weeks ago, and I just barely learned that it was, they closed it down, apparently like a year ago, which sucks because I really wanted to play it again. But, that's what happens when your franchise isn't as popular in the West as it is in the East, in Japan. But basically, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Dragon Quest Builders, I probably will admit that spin-off series is probably the most popular. Because I have seen channels and people cover or review Dragon Quest Builders 2 a lot more than any other Dragon Quest game. And so I feel like the audience for Dragon Quest Builders 2 is way bigger. And I know there's people still playing that game to this day. So yeah, like avidly playing, like they love it, sort of thing. So that's why I can't wait to beat 1 so I can play 2. And again, I'd like to do that online. But anyway. And then... So I can fully admit that's probably the most popular one. But personally, my favorite spin-off title of any Dragon Quest game is the Heroes games. So me personally, I actually officially got into the mainline series because of Dragon Quest Heroes. I know. I've already talked about this in my first podcast episode, but it's true. Coupled with Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball anime, and playing Dragon Quest Heroes, because I basically finished Dragon Ball, and then I played Dragon Quest Heroes, or I was playing, while I was watching Dragon Ball. But basically, after I finished Heroes, I was like, dude, I love this series. What the hell? I want to get into the series, into the mainline games. And that's when I started researching the mainline games, finding out where I can play them, blah, 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 and all that stuff. But it all happened because of Dragon Quest Heroes. Because Heroes did a really good job in introducing the characters that I completely fell in love with. And just the monsters as well. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, I'm a little sleepy. The monsters as well were so damn charismatic, charming, iconic that I basically just got a huge curiosity of the series and wanted to just get into it right away. That plus I remember Dragon Quest XI was either out or coming out. No, it was coming out. That's right. It was coming out, and I wanted to play it, but I wanted to play all the other games in the series first. And that's right. And I was going to wait. Okay. I was going to wait because I didn't want to buy it on PlayStation 4. And so I decided to wait until it released on Switch. Before 11S was even a thing, I was like, no, I'm going to wait for 11 to come out on Switch because I would much rather play on the Nintendo Switch. So I decided to wait. Eventually, they announced 11S, and then eventually came out on Switch. But I remember I was like, while I'm waiting for it to come out on Switch, which it wasn't even confirmed yet. I just like I knew it was coming out on Switch because there was like articles talking about how it was going to someday or whatever, and I was like, for sure it's going to come out on Switch. So I'm just going to play the other games in the series. Hopefully it does come out. They announce it on Switch by the time I'm like getting close to finishing in the series. Getting closer to 11 in the timeline, right? And excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just burped. I'm sure you heard that, and I apologize. But yeah, eventually 11S was announced, and I was like, oh my gosh. And unfortunately, not so unfortunately, but basically, eventually after I think I beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 7. And I was like, nah, I got to play 11. So I just went straight to 11, 11S when that came out. And then I went back and I beat, oh my gosh. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I hate it when I yawn so much. I really do. Then I went back and played 5 and then 6 and 9. So it was a good time. And then since then, I've also replayed 1, 2, and 3. Oh, no, sorry. I'm currently playing 3 right now. I'm replaying 4. I'm done replaying 8. And I'm streaming 11S again on Friday and Saturday nights. So it's a good time. Well, by the time this episode comes out, honestly, I might already be streaming Dragon Quest Treasures. So who knows? I don't know exactly when this episode's coming out. So I'll probably be it's probably about almost coming out. The game is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, sorry, I just went off on a huge tangent. The point is, Dragon Quest Heroes is my favorite spin-off game in the series because first of all, the mechanics and the gameplay of the Samurai Warriors games, I love a lot. The only game that could probably beat that one would probably be like a new Mystery Dungeon game. Because as we know, there was already the Torneko one, and then there's also the Yangus one. And where's everything else? I would really love another Mystery Dungeon game. I really would. So someday, dude, I hope they come out with one. That'd be so freaking amazing. But anyways, basically, yeah, Dragon Quest Heroes. The mechanics are super fun. The gameplay is super fun. I love those style of games very, 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 very much. It's so like just satisfying and fun. And the characters all got introduced in the game, and I fell in love with each one, and like just like their story and just everything about them, and like their personalities and blah 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 blah. I just absolutely like fell in love with the characters. So yeah. Plus, I really liked the spells, the abilities, the weapons. It just seemed, because that's the thing. I know Dragon Quest is like the grandfather of RPGs and everything, but that was the first time I was experiencing, the JRPG sort of like mechanics of Dragon Quest in a faster paced sort of game. But I loved it. I loved the menu system. I loved all the different kinds of weapons and the status effects and the spells and all that. And I just thought it was really, really cool. Something that I wanted to just completely get into more and understand and, figure out and learn about. And my God, I'm so glad I did because, yeah, I love this freaking franchise so much. And a lot of it started off with Dragon Quest Heroes. And so I really, really, really am grateful to that game. And honestly, that game was really, really fun. It was just really freaking fun. It was really cool, too, when you got to unlock Sorrow, because I didn't even know that was a thing. And boy, was it cool. You know, after when I got Sorrow, I was like, damn, this is sick. This guy's a beast. And yeah, it was just a good time. It's just a good freaking time. And again, it's so much fun. Just like the different spells, abilities, weapons that everyone uses. It was just so cool, you know. I really, really enjoyed it. I really, really did. And again, that's what initiated my curiosity and my love of the franchise. And so I'm very grateful to that game. Besides that, again, the monsters that you fight were freaking awesome. And just the whole world itself is just freaking amazing. And then, you know, once you get into the series, you actually learn about like how classic the series really is. How, you know, like how like dedicated it is to stick to its roots, to be, you know, not like Final Fantasy. You know, Final Fantasy like started off as a JRPG and then it started trying to adapt different mechanics and battle stuff and different, you know, genres of games and blah blah blah. And you know, it's not horrible. It's just, you know, it's never remained true to its identity, and Dragon Quest has. And that's why I think like Dragon Quest lovers, I mean, I was going to say that's why I think Dragon Quest lovers are so like die hard, you know, because they know what they're getting every time and they love it and they're addicted to it and they don't want it to change. You know, and so I don't know if Final Fantasy is the same way with the community. I feel like it'd be different because I feel like there'd be, you know, fans that prefer the old school kind of games compared to like the new kind of games. I'm sure that there's fans that don't, you know, newer fans that probably don't like the old school mechanics of Final Fantasy, but they like the newer stuff sort of thing. And so it really just depends on the person, I would say. But I feel like in general, Dragon Quest fans, we're all here because we all fell in love with the classic turn-based RPG mechanics that, you know, that the game has had for the last 30 plus years. I mean, it's never gone away from that, you know, from those mechanics, and it's fantastic. Supposedly Dragon Quest 12 is going to be a little different, which we're all still very interested in seeing how different it's going to be. But yeah, Dragon Quest is just special, dude. It's just so special, and I really think that the spin-off games do a really good job in capturing the spirit of Dragon Quest. And for me personally, like beyond spin-off games, and just talking about like the Musou, Samurai Warrior, you know, adapted games from other franchises, like, you know, Fire Emblem, like Legend of Zelda sort of thing. I feel like Dragon Quest Heroes feels the best as well. Because like when I first played Dragon Quest Heroes, like I was a huge Zelda fan and a huge Fire Emblem fan. But like a fanatic. I was a fanatic of Fire Emblem. And I remember I played Fire Emblem Warriors and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like, it's not that good. Hyrule Warriors was much better. I really loved Hyrule Warriors. Age of Calamity was amazing as well. But Dragon Quest Heroes, this one series that, you know, I didn't even know at the time, didn't even know what it was about, didn't know the characters. I loved it way more than the other games with franchises that I already knew and have known for years. And that, I think, also is what made me be more curious of the series. I was like, wow, this is the best Warriors games I've played. I need to dive into the series. Like, why not? Like, this game is amazing. Like, blah, blah, blah. So that's why, another reason why I think I jumped straight into the series. So thank God for Dragon Quest Heroes, man. It's kind of random, too, that they did the Dragon Quest, like, Warrior-esque game. Because they picked up Fire Emblem. They picked up Zelda. I know they picked up other franchises, too, that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but it's just kind of interesting thinking about it now, why they decided to go with Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest, Like, it's a franchise that in Japan it's incredibly huge, but outside Japan it's not. So, yeah, and that's another thing too, that like when I first bought the games, I bought them on sale. They were like hella on sale. I bought them for like $20 or something. Um, Maybe even less. For the first one, maybe it was even less. And Heroes 2 was probably a little bit more. I forgot. But basically, they were hella on sale. But yeah, dude, I freaking love the series. And I think that those spin-off games are the best ones in the series. I don't get me wrong, though. I absolutely love Joker. Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. Now, I will say I haven't played all of 2. I literally just started 2, and I was like, I got kind of bored of it pretty quickly. But Dragon Quest Monsters Jokers 1 was fantastic. I beat that game all the way through. I absolutely loved the game. I loved the mechanics of it, the whole synthesizing thing with the monsters, and it was fantastic, bro. It was fantastic. I'm really sad we never got 3, and we never will. Really, really sad, because apparently that's a pretty good one, but what can you do? I would also like to try out the ones with like Terry's Wonderland and stuff like that someday, so maybe I will. I would also like to I basically want to try all the spin-off games out someday, so maybe someday I will be able to. And another one that's about to come out, as we've talked about extensively, but Dragon Quest Treasures, bro, that one's almost out. That might become one of my favorite spin-off games in the Dragon Quest series. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, honestly. It looks so much fun, so I'm really, really excited for that game. And like I said, by the time this episode comes out, it might already be out. So, but I don't really know. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Because I just film everything like weeks in advance, usually, depending on the kind of video. So, anyway, well, that's basically it for my main topic. I can't really think of anything else to say besides that. So, let's end the main topic right here. And let's talk about what we're playing / watching / doing, bro. This is the second segment of the Dragon Quest Poppy podcast, where I talk everything that I'm consuming media-wise. So, I have been heavily invested in Bleach right now, the anime. I have been watching Bleach any time I get a little bit of time. I'll watch an episode. I'm not super far into it. I think right now the next episode I have to watch is episode 25. But I have been consistently watching it now for the last... Well, I started watching it a couple months ago or weeks ago, and then I kind of been on and off, but this last 2 weeks ago or whatever, I've been like watching a lot more, and now to the point where I'm watching anytime I get a chance to watch. I'm going to be skipping all filler, by the way, because I'm just not about that filler life, bro. Filler sucks, dude. So yeah, but besides that, I'm keeping up with Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, which is so damn good, dude. Wow. So damn good, dude. Right now, as of this recording, I think Dimple just died, bro. It was kind of sad. It was actually really sad. yeah, I think Dimple died, bro, which sucks because he like he just got to such an amazing growth moment, as a character. And he had to he yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. But yeah, that series is amazing, dude. And since the last time I recorded, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I already mentioned it in that episode because I'm pretty sure it already happened since after I recorded the episode 4. Um but I finished Goblin Slayer, which was amazing. Um and then right now me and my wife and my sons have been watching Spy Family, and they're loving it, and I absolutely love that they're loving it because my wife is not like into anime at all or gaming that much, and so any little thing that I can get her to watch is a huge victory, and she actually loves Spy Family, so I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, we just finished episode 16, I think. Yeah. And so we're still not caught up to where the anime's at right now, but we will. We will be pretty soon. Because we watched like an episode or two. The other day we watched 3 episodes back to back. And then today we didn't watch anything, but we will soon. We will soon. Excuse me. Besides that, in terms of anime, I'm trying to think. Oh, dude, I watched an episode of Blue Lock. Whoa. I did not expect that show to be that good. I know a lot of people liked it. But yeah, that show was freaking sick, dude. I only got to watch one episode because my son didn't like it too much. I think it scared him a little bit, honestly, because of all the intensity. But yeah, freaking amazing. I'm excited. Excuse me. I'm excited to keep watching that. So yeah, and then besides that, let's see. In terms of anime, we all know I'm watching and reviewing Dragon Quest Dai, the 2020 anime, every couple weeks. We all know I'm watching Dino Daiboken, the 1991 version, and reacting to that every Sunday. Sorry, those videos come out on Saturday mornings. I just record them Sunday nights. And then I think that's it for anime. I really can't think of anything else. But for games, so gaming wise, I just really got into Dragon Quest Builders recently. So and that's that's how I was able to get up to the Hades Condor fight. But I've had to redo the fight like twice now. Because it's just so frustrating. The freaking basilisk or whatever, the basilisk, doesn't even reach the damn bird. It's like useless. It's stupid. It's just so frustrating, man. So anyway, I've got to figure that out. But besides that, I've been playing. I've been playing Dragon Warrior 3 again a little bit. I've been grinding. Trying to get my priest up to level 38 so he can learn multi-heal, and then I'll turn him into a sage. So I'm excited about that. And then in terms of gaming, I think... I've been playing Smash Bros. A lot again recently, which has been fun. And then... trying to think. I think that's basically it. I can't really think of anything else. Yeah, that's basically it for now. Okay. That's it. I'm done yawning. I'm done talking. So anyways, guys, that was it for episode 5 of Dragon Quest Poppy Podcast. And yeah, that was my favorite spin-off games in the series, and also, what I've been playing / watching / doing. Guys, let me know what freaking favorite spin-off games in Dragon Quest are your favorite. Which ones are your favorite, bruh? Which ones have you played? Which ones have you not played? And then also let me know what you're playing / watching / doing. Let's talk about it, guys. I love to do these things. So yeah. So, okay. Well, that's basically it for this episode. So thanks, guys, for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And check out my Patreon, por favor. You get all the episodes, all the videos 1 week before they come out on YouTube. Plus, besides that, you get better quality reactions of all my reaction type videos I do. And so, yeah, I'd appreciate that. But yeah, that's it. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you guys next week or tomorrow or whenever you decide to watch another video of mine. Okay, bye. Peace.